Hi, Virgo. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump on in, see what you're handling, dealing with, facing. Virgo, maybe I want to pull actually a star seed for you guys. Best advice. Best advice for Virgo. Virgo, people and placements. All paths lead home. Interesting. Earth, learn how to be human in a world, but not of it. And Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Star bathing, transmission and activation. The great severing in the reverse on the bottom, so maybe you're not severing something. Let's go ahead and read. I think I'll go ahead and read Earthed, since you guys are an Earth sign. Number 62. Okay, something about your job or your self-esteem or your money. Let's see. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world, but not of it, to realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it, to have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for the personal experience with God and to get lost in the heavens. They're envious of angels, really, and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Okay, that was, oh, okay. Those who tend towards immanence have attached themselves more to earth than their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul having a human experience means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence, being in the world but not of it. Most starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. They're more comfortable with angels in the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul and a body on earth, and you're being called to focus more on the energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human, a soul and a human body, to be fully present in what life has to offer you. I'm going to go skip to Earth School as well. Earth School. Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way in the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try to look at difficult times as not as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. In every ending is a beginning, right? That's just the nature of how it works. It's the same coin. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and the lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card also means that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through a structured learning like university, school, or training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the number one way we grow as souls on earth. Okay, let's get you some tea leaf. Virgo. I kind of want to read Star Bathing for you guys, though. Like, maybe that holds a key for, like, your piece of advice. 104. Yeah, this is like something to do maybe with your home life, your real estate. The stars are constantly showering emanations in the crystalline grid of Earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many star seeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten and all the information stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you are being called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of Earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of Earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey into particular places on Earth to unlock these cosmic codes within your presence. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. Download a star bathing meditation at starseedoracle.me. Interesting. Star bathing meditation. Okay. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of Earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It can also mean that your light body, the energy body in its higher form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate the change of vibration. So you could be becoming a more stronger vibrating kind of person on Earth. Maybe if you were too grounded before, maybe you're actually getting more psychic abilities, more understanding of how to manifest reality, how the subconscious impacts everything type vibe, so that you're more actually, as you let go, you're actually more in control in a sense. But yeah, all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, and turn your gaze within. All paths lead home. Let's see what that's about. Number 34 here. This could be about how you operate in business contracts or relationships. It's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. What's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You're being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection becomes. The challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off from the world. The best way to do this is develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in, to draw on the wisdom within, and let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice. Get in the habit of turning your gaze within getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world, to start from a feeling of at-homeness, and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, and devotion. So when you go out in the world and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep, deep within. Beautiful. Let's get you guys a Kali as well. This could be shifting like how you understand your relationship with your mother and like your real estate in general. Ooh, beautiful card here. It's gorgeous. So, water represents intuition, and the lotus there is like from darkness comes light because they grow through the mud. But let's see. Number 4. Again, heavy, strong Cancer energy here, real estate or something. Your emotional base. Kali Mahamaya is Kali Ma, the spiritual truth beneath all appearances, the healing waiting to be discovered in all experiences. In harmony with the higher self, she manifests the path upon which you can best learn, heal, and grow. She is enclothed, symbolizing wild, unconditional authenticity. She is the empowerment to discard conditioning and judgments that we have worn. Cast off the fearful constraints that others have imposed on you. Connect into your authentic being will attract healing, guidance, and divine grace now. Kali Mahamaya knows that life circumstances that will best evoke your sacred fulfillment, from a gentle blessings to heart-wrenching, stretching challenges that bring out courage and confidence you never knew you had. She weaves the circumstances into being that will cause you to grow, awaken, and fulfill divine potential. Through her carefully chosen life lessons, the heart becomes spiritually prepared to dispense with mainstream consciousness. The soul begins to move away from limitations and absence of personal responsibility that accompanies mass conditioning. The inner spiritual eye flutters open and new realities open up. Her appearance signifies that mass consciousness and mainstream interpretations of events can't support your soul path. It is only through looking for the deeper spiritual purpose within a life lesson that you will cut through the confusion to obtain clarity and attract all you need to heal and transform the situation. Listen to your heart rather than allowing conventional beliefs to create fear in the mind. Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth when a situation has become unnecessarily complicated and confusing to your heart. The truth she awakens may provide immediate relief, or it may be not easy to accept. Either way, you are promised revelations that shall ultimately lead you beyond deception or beyond what is simply not right for you. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and has constrained your spirit. Even though Kali recognizes it is going to create a disconnection from the authentic needs and inner purpose of the soul, if we are on a path that merely seems promising on the surface, she evokes the situations to devastate the established order. Thus, she realigns us on the better path. This is her act of radical love to unfetter our minds and clear perception. With the correct knowledge, we gain the capacity to proceed with wisdom. She will not allow you to be misled. If you have wandered from your path, she will firmly reestablish you in the best way to help heal, empower, and liberate yourself with joy. So when our plans suddenly seem thwarted, we need to ask whether we require more courage or growth to rise above the obstacle. Alternatively, we may need to step away from the initial plans and be open to a different path. We can discern inauthentic spiritual guidance from its effect. It brings a sense of relief when the path ahead seems challenging. Acting on true guidance causes us to grow, even when it opens a gentler and more graceful path. Misinterpreting guidance reinforces our ego patterns and keeps us stuck. Kali Mahamaya exists and operates beyond convention and convenience. She is the inoculating tonic of authenticity. Authenticity keeps us dialed into the true purpose and passion. She protects the soul from conventionality that castrates, disables, and steals our creative fire. She is the divine disruption that provides needed, yet often unanticipated spiritual recalibration. When our minds are so confused that we do not even sense the troubles that threaten to consume us, she arises from the ocean of consciousness with compassionate ferocity. When we stray from our authentic nature, she brings us back to the spiritual home of the heart. She reminds us that we are the most powerful and protected when we seek the truth of our heart, because that is when we are closest to her. Dispense with the need to placate others or control situations. She has arisen and can be trusted unconditionally. Take refuge in her and allow for your life to unfold as it will. Acting when you feel guided, having patience in the unfolding events, and trusting that her grace is unlimited. She is watching over the deep healing that is taking place within your soul. Beautiful. Definitely spiritual awakening energy here. Let's go ahead and get some tarot on this just to gain some clarity. Messages for Virgo. Virgo, explain Virgo. This could have been like a lack of emotional nurturing, or maybe you were kind of cold emotionally and that may be changing. You could be opening up to like emotional ideas or like options for emotions, or like thinking. You could have been confused about emotions as well. There could have been something you wanted to pour your passions into, maybe something from the past that, or maybe something that you thought would work out that did not. It could have only brought pain and heartache to your heart. This could have been a bad judgment call in some sense. Maybe it could have been contrived or controlled in some sense. It could have been a life lesson. It could have been a lesson from here that's supposed to elevate you to a better reality, in commitments in general and belief systems, in ferocity and healing these kind of ways that you approach commitments or your belief systems to be more innovative and to come more into confidence and relaxation, kind of not chasing but attracting, right? Balancing the scales of passion and fire energy here with all that water, right? So manifesting from a place of emotional ease and comfort in order to actually have success. Yeah. Cool. There could be a need to like express or think about things clearly, um, about how to establish peace in the most best possible way, or something to do with Sagittarius here. Maybe you need to approach this person or situation in a more calm way, to go with divine timing and not try to force will at this time. It's not going to succeed if you're looking to become the emperor or the king. It might be better for you to let down your borders, let down your cutting communication, and be more malleable to the situation. Let's get you a piece of advice. Best advice for Virgo, most important advice. So number 15 in the reverse. Are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interests at heart and will draw your attention to what you're overlooking. So maybe there's like a lack of compatibility in general here. Or maybe this person just doesn't have the same kind of family goals that you may. But I hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you. Take care.